What's up, everybody? This is Redgrave here, and today I'm going to go through all of the different skips and tricks that you can do to either speedrun Devil May Cry 5, either vanilla or special edition, as Vergil, or if you don't want to speedrun and you're more interested in just looking at a couple of cool skips and a couple of cool fight skips, maybe you don't want to go through a particular area, or you just want to get through an area with a little less trouble on the higher difficulties, then this video is going to be for you guys. So I have a couple here in mind, a couple that were very recently discovered as well. And these are all of the skips that are currently out as of this date that you are watching the video right now. So if there happens to be a new skip or a new technique that is discovered, I will make a video on that and link that in the description. Without further ado, let's get started. So to start off on Mission 2, the first skip is right here. The infamous pit that puts you into the crosshairs of the enemies that have all the super armor. I forgot exactly what it was called, but this is a fight that is very easy to skip. So the way to skip this, if you have a full devil trigger, is to just activate your devil trigger and just rapid slash right through the pit. Put the hatchling back in. Now, if you don't have SDT and you don't have Rapid Slash, you can also Air Stinger your way out of this by just doing 2 Air Stingers, or if you need to do Air Stinger into Air Taunt to Air Stinger, that also works as well. So that is the first skip that we have on Mission 2. So the next skip is on Mission 3. This is the new University skip, which just goes into the old University skip, and I'll explain. So, what you want to do is you want to have Beowulf equipped and head into this corner right here. Preferably Starfall 2, because it makes it more consistent, but Starfall 1 can also be used. What you want to do is you want to hit it right in that middle spot right there, and you will clip out of bounds. Once you clip out of bounds, you just head over to the normal spot for the University skip, which is in this corner right here. Might take a couple tries to get used to it, but you walk through this wall right here, go through the building section right here, just keep running straight through here. Basically, you're skipping a couple of encounters right here, a couple of force encounters, a little bit of traversing, and not to mention that this is just a really cool skip in general. So right there, what you'll want to do is you'll want to circle around so that the camera stays behind you. Air Stinger 2 into the Air Taunt, but Air Stinger 1 will also work as well. It just takes a little longer to get over there. Go into this area, and you'll want to sort of jump an air trick just right. It'll take a couple of tries for you to actually get it, but once you see that cutscene right there, you can just Grim Trick, and you will skip one force encounter and a bunch of traversals. And not to mention, like I mentioned, this is just a really nice and cool skip. This was recently discovered as well, and I found out that Starfall is a very consistent way to actually get through to this area. There is another skip where you can skip right to Artemis, and I will put a link to that full video in the description below. I tried doing it, and when I tried doing it, it froze right before I was able to get to Artemis, and I haven't attempted it since because it's a more difficult skip and it has more precise timings. But the thing that really sucks about these two skips is that they aren't necessarily practical at the moment. They don't really save that much time on Human and Devil Hunter especially, because you just kill enemies so fast as Vergil. But on the higher difficulties, it would be more worth it as long as you're able to get the clip out fairly early and fairly consistently. So the next skip is here on Mission 9. So what you want to do once you reach this area fairly early in the beginning is the game will want you to go straight, but what you'll actually want to do is you'll want to turn left this way, go all the way up to this area, and you'll want to get to this area right here. So if you would like to break this tree for extra orbs, you can, but it actually isn't necessarily anymore to do this skip. If you remember, V has a skip right here where you essentially go over the forced encounter section right here. There is a wall that will wall you off if you walk over here, and it's a pretty nasty fight. There is an Angelo in here, which obviously can be a pain to kill. So what you'll want to do is essentially air stinger over there. Now, if you want to be even more safe, you can actually kill this tree right here, just to ensure that when you lock on with the air stinger, you won't actually lock onto it. But if you're able to jump far enough, and I like to do an air trick just to make it a little more consistent, is you jump off of here, throw out an air trick, and just air stinger your way all the way across over the forced encounter section. Like so. So the next skip is here on mission 10. Once you clear this room right here, what you're going to want to do is go down this pathway like you would for the regular mission. So normally what the game wants you to do is it wants you to just take a left and go through a forced encounter, but what you want to do instead, just like you do with Dante in this mission, is take a right this way, spawn the enemies that are in this room, go back around, and you will be able to skip the forced encounter that is over in this little hallway right here. And to make this go by a little bit faster, if you're quick enough, you can actually activate Sin DT and just sprint right through this, but if there are enemies around, it does sort of mess with the lock-on a little bit. But normally, if you're farther away, you can just Sin DT rapid slash all the way down there without the enemies bothering you. So the next skip is on mission 12 right here. Now, if you remember, Dante also has a skip in this area where he can essentially just skip almost all of the forced encounters in this area. So what the game would want you to do is it wants you to go and grab all of the hatchlings and open all the hatchling doors, but you don't need to do that. So once you get to the first door right here, you can skip this one by just simply jumping up through here. And it also wants you to activate these 3 little blood clots so that you can open the secret door to go into the next area of the mission. So from here, the game wants you to just go straight through there. But if you're able to just line up gargoyle to gargoyle like this, you can just jump, air stinger, air trick, air stinger. Go through the second area right here. And I'll just quickly murder these guys real fast. Make that nice and quick. Normally, you would just do 1 Hell on Earth to make sure that you have enough Sin Devil Trigger for your reason if you're speedrunning it, but you actually get more white orbs at the very end, so it doesn't really matter. Afterwards, you do have the option to kill these guys to make it a little safer. I like to do that. And then you'll do the exact same technique right here, from this gargoyle to that gargoyle. Then you come over here and you finish off the last blood cloth. So the last skip is right here on mission 15. This is Nero's mission where it has all these really nasty and annoying spikes. So what you're going to do for these first set of spikes is you're going to equip Force Edge right here, air trick, do the air taunt mainly for safety, take a left right here to avoid these spikes. Now what you're going to do is you're going to line yourself up right here, equip Force Edge once again, and line up with that pillar this way so that you can just essentially skip this entire section. Now this section here can actually get a little tricky because it's so late in the run, and if you get hit by those spikes and fall into the pit, that's obviously not very good. So what you can do to save yourself potentially if you get hit, and I'm going to try to actually hit myself here on purpose, is call Doppelganger to save all of that, to basically negate all of that inertia that would carry you down into that pit and will actually save your life if you're able to actually get out here correctly. And then from there, you can just air stinger your way through here into the next encounter. And these are the skips that you can do with Vergil in Devil May Cry 5 or Devil May Cry 5 Special Edition. I was running the game on turbo, so if it looks a little faster to you guys than it normally does, that is why. All of these skips still work on normal speed, it's just 20% slower. Thank you guys so much for watching up until the end of the video. If you guys liked the video and would like to give it a like and maybe subscribe to the channel for more tips, tricks, and updates, that would be awesome. If you have any comments, feedbacks, or questions, or if you want me to cover something else, let me know in those comments down below. But that's all I have for you guys today. My name is Antonio Redgrave, and I will see you guys next time.